Okay, so Google made a coding game.
Not exactly like breaking news, right?
Yep.
But stick with me on this one.
Because this one's got a twist.
Okay.
We're diving into perfect code.
And you know what caught our attention wasn't just I don't know.
The whimsical premise. Although, who can resist coding to herd cats in space?
Right.
But the surprising amount of thought
Mhm.
Google put into what seems like a really simple browser game.
Yeah.
The blog post that we have for you today breaks down like how it's built.
And we're going to kind of unpack why that even matters. So let's
Yeah.
start with the basics.
Imagine you're a programmer on a space station
Okay.
and a shipment of cats arrives by mistake.
Chaos. Naturally your job.
Program a robot janitor.
To round up these furry fiends using, wait for it.
Real JavaScript.
Oh.
Each level of perfect code is a new coding puzzle.
And they get progressively more challenging as you go.
You're essentially learning to code by guiding this little robot.
Around obstacles to get these cats into their teleportation boxes.
Adorable, right?
Then,
But here's the thing. They could have slapped this together with any old tools, right?
yeah.
So why go all in on Flutter, Dart, and the Flame engine?
Well, what's fascinating here is Google's playing the long game.
They chose this very specific tech stack for, strategic reasons.
Take Flutter and Dart, for example.
They're fantastic for apps that need to work seamlessly on anything with a screen.
Your phone, your laptop, even that smart fridge you've been tempted to buy.
Right.
And when you're teaching people to code, accessibility is key.
For sure.
Dart also enforces this really clean, organized way of writing code.
Which, that might not sound very exciting, but trust me, it's a game changer for developers.
Imagine trying to read a recipe
Yeah.
where the ingredients are scattered everywhere.
Right.
That's what poorly structured code can feel like.
Yeah.
Dart helps you avoid that headache from the get-go.
Okay.
And then, we can't forget about the Flame engine. Think of it as like the scaffolding for the game.
Because it's built specifically for Flutter, it lets developers,
Focus on the fun, creative stuff.
Yeah.
Like the physics of herding cats in zero gravity.
Right.
Instead of getting bogged down in like...
The nitty-gritty of building basic game mechanics from scratch.
Right. It's like they pre-baked the pie crust so
Yeah.
they could spend more time on the filling.
Exactly.
And speaking of a well-crafted experience...
They made a really smart move by using Chrome and JavaScript.
Right.
Almost everyone has Chrome.
Which means that,
You can just jump into the game
you're...
instantly without needing to download anything.
It's so frictionless.
It's about as frictionless as it gets.
Yeah, for sure.
And that focus on accessibility extends to,
The way that they handle rewards, too.
Yeah.
Because, since perfect code is intentionally lightweight...
without a big server constantly tracking your every move.
Right.
They had to find a clever way to give players that sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, and they did it by tapping into an existing system.
Right.
Google Developer Program badges.
Finish a level, you get a badge.
Oh, okay.
It's a win-win.
Players get recognition for their, coding prowess. And then Google gets to kind of subtly reinforce its developer community.
It's subtle,
Yeah.
but it's those design choices reveal a lot about kind of...
The thinking behind the game.
Right.
And speaking of behind-the-scenes insights,
I was blown away to learn that they used...
Google's AI-powered development platform,
Yeah.
Project IDX, to build perfect code.
What's even cooler is they made the entire code base open source
That's right. You can actually open up the code in Project IDX.
and see exactly how they brought this game to life.
Wow.
Talk about transparency.
It's like getting a backstage pass
Yeah,
to see how the magic trick is done.
exactly.
And this kind of transparency isn't just about showing off their tech, right?
Right.
It's about fostering a culture of learning and collaboration.
Absolutely.
By open sourcing the code, they're inviting,
Developers of all levels to
Right.
learn from their work, to experiment, maybe even contribute to the project.
it turns a fun coding game
Right.
into a living, breathing educational resource.
Okay, but let's talk about the game itself for a moment.
Okay.
I know.
In the grand scheme of coding,
Visuals, they might seem kind of secondary.
but even in something as seemingly simple as perfect code,
Yeah.
there's a lot we can learn from how they approach the visual design.
Absolutely. There's this detail in the blog post
Okay.
about their use of Flame's priority system
Okay.
that really caught my eye.
Oh.
Tell me more.
So at its core, a priority system.
Determines which objects appear in front of or behind others.
Right.
Right. Crucial for creating a believable game world.
But the developers, they didn't stop there.
They use that same system to create dynamic shadows for the game's objects.
Interesting.
So it's not just about like...
What's on top?
Right.
It's about how light interacts with the environment.
Exactly.
That might seem like kind of a small affair.
Both the subtle shadows.
Add a surprising amount of depth and realism to the game.
Yeah.
It makes the world feel more tangible.
Which in turn can make it easier for players to,
understand spatial relationships and solve those coding puzzles.
It's like the difference between a flat drawing.
The pop-up books.
Right. You're not just looking at shapes on a screen.
You're inhabiting a world.
Precisely.
And when you're learning something new,
that sense of immersion can make all the difference.
Yeah.
And it's not just the visuals that make this game work, right? They've also got like Firebase humming away in the background, making sure that perfect code runs smoothly for anyone anywhere in the world.
It's
another way they've really
sweated the details
of good design, right?
Right.
The user never has to think about the infrastructure working behind the scenes because it just works.
Exactly.
And that's,
crucial for a game like this.
Right.
It aims to make coding accessible to,
everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like they've removed all the barriers to entry.
So you're free to focus on the fun of problem solving.
Right.
And saving these digital kittens from being lost in space forever.
Exactly. Right. And the fact that they've open sourced the code. I mean, that takes the accessibility to a whole other level.
Right.
We've talked about how it benefits individual learners, but this kind of transparency also has huge implications for educators.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
It's one thing to teach coding concepts in the abstract,
right?
But imagine being able to show your students a real world game and be like, hey,
this is how this actually works.
Yeah, you can see this is how the sausage is made.
Right.
It could be a game changer.
It really could.
Literally, teachers could incorporate perfect code into their curriculum.
Yeah.
Not even just as a fun activity, but as a jumping off point for,
deeper exploration.
Deeper dive.
Students could even form teams to modify the game, add new levels, add new challenges. I mean,
wow.
The possibilities are really exciting.
It really makes you wonder,
could this be the future of education?
Right.
Not just for coding, but for, I don't know,
all sorts of subjects.
Yeah. I mean,
what if we could learn history by playing through key events or explore the human body through some sort of interactive VR?
It's a tantalizing thought. Right?
It is. And honestly, it's not as far-fetched as it might seem.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already seeing a huge,
rise in gamified learning.
Right.
And as technology continues to evolve, that line between education and entertainment,
it's only going to get blurrier.
Which, honestly, I'm completely here for.
Right.
If learning can feel more like playing, sign me up.
Absolutely.
It's about, tapping into that innate human desire to explore and experiment and challenge ourselves.
Yeah.
And when you can do that in a fun,
engaging environment,
the
learning just happens naturally.
It does. So
to wrap things up,
Google made a deceptively simple game
about herding cats in space.
Yep.
And in the process, they may have stumbled onto a really
powerful new model for education.
Yeah.
If you're even remotely curious about coding
or game design or the future of learning,
do yourself a favor and check out Perfect Code.
It just might inspire you to see the world.
And maybe even a few lines of code.
In a whole new light. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Until next time, happy learning.